You know I'm a massive fan of Silicon Valley. I love your show.
Yeah, I've seen your show a couple times, too.
Oh, what a prick.
It's cute what you do here.
You like this, huh?
Yeah, it's neat.
Yeah, we've just been doing it a little while. We might keep doing it.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
And to be honest, Kamel was mortified. He was really upset. I'm just kidding. He was like, thank God I don't have to do that show. He was like, God, what, I just really dodged a bullet.
Yeah. You know what I love? You're doing this, but you're wearing a microphone. You're saying it into your microphone. Yeah. Don't tell anybody.
Yeah, yeah.
But I'm murdered.
And I was like, Kamel, he's like a comedy icon. You should do a show. He's like, I got 2 words, suck it. Like old school, like 90s WWA. Like he's a big fan of Shawn Michaels and stuff.
Man, that is, wow, I didn't know he was that kind of guy.
Yeah, well, now he's a Marvel star, so. He's got big muscles now, so do the math, pal.
Yeah, yeah.
He's in London, England, dear old merry old England, across the pond, as they say, getting ripped.
None of that was necessary. You just say he's in England. What was a chip chap and a chip chop?
Yeah.
Having a little fish and chips, is he?
Yeah, yeah. Dodge the U-boats on the ride over. And
you're a mess.
Hanging on by a thread, sir. But yeah. He sent me like a mirror, like selfie shot. He's like, do I look good now, right? I'm like, yeah, you look great. You look great.
Zach Woods on the other day. I love that guy. The hell was that? What's that?
Piss.
What?
Cat piss. I know that taste anywhere. Yeah.
You know how hard it is to get a cat to pee in there?
Took us 6 days.
Yeah. If you think
it peed everywhere but the cup for a while.
And if you think about how much a cat pees, that's a tremendous amount of cat piss.
Yeah.
To fill a mug. Woo.
6 different times he got it.
Yeah. I suppose I shouldn't complain. It is rare, after all.
Yeah.
We had to microwave it.
Yeah.
Oh, good. To keep it warm.
Well, yeah.
But we had, as I said about 40 minutes ago, we had your friend Zach Woods on the show. Before we went down Cat Piss Alley.
Are you kidding me? Comedy Gold. I'm giving you hits out of the park.
Now there's a sports fan. I've heard that he's ladies go nuts for him.
I mean, wait till you see him in person. He's
yeah.
He's got a tremendous sexual energy, that man. But that was a response.
You're like Gollum. You become Gollum.
Yeah.
Look at that.
I'll tell you, that's an intense fan right there.
She needs a shave.
Yeah, she needs a shave.
I really liked you in Zombieland. I thought that was a great part.
Yeah.
I
saved that film. It was cast with a bunch of nobodies. How are we going to sell this thing? Get Middleditch in there quick. Jesse who?
Yeah, Jesse
Emma
Eisenberg.
what?
Yeah, exactly.
Woody, huh?
Yeah. Woody, huh?
But that's kind of neat. That's a fun, banal Hollywood story. I auditioned for it, didn't get it, made the sequel.
Was it awkward then to meet him? Did he know that you had tried to get his part and that he had been the victor? You had, in fact, lost?
I mean, he was pretty nice face to face. It was only when I went back to my trailer and found it burned to the ground did I realize that he still held on to something, even though he won.
Yeah.
I think it was more like a victory burning of my trailer.
And I know that you're doing a lot of good. You've been out there raising some money for a good cause, is that right?
Well, yeah, we gave the proceeds of a particular show to the couple different organizations who help out with the Rainforest Action Network and the Rainforest Alliance, you know, because over the summer, not the best news coming out of there.
Yeah. A huge portion of the rainforest burned.
Yeah. It's pretty chill. Things are going great.
I didn't mean to bring the room down.
No.
I like how you're trying to... It's your cause, and I just mentioned it, and you're like, yeah, well, you know... Thanks, Conan.
I mean, we could talk about the primary, you know, driving force of that being animal husbandry and how we all just can't wait to have burgers, but really the burgers are killing us in the end. But, you know, what do you want to talk about, man? I thought we heard a goof. Let's just keep a smile on our face and make it through the day, all right?
Okay.
All right?
Okay, I'm really sorry. Everything's fine.
Have you ever seen a picture of a burned orangutan?
No! Oh, God!
I have, man. They're on the internet, man. The koalas in Australia. It's not cool. But yeah. Zombieland 2.
That was a good weird applause. Oh, joking aside, it's a great cause. I'm glad that you guys raised some money.
I mean, it's like
Everyone has to try and do what they can.
do something, anything, really. I mean, we didn't solve the problem. Don't worry. They weren't like 15 grand short. Or like, we could save the rainforest if only had $15,000. Courtesy of Middleditch and Schwartz. Check us out when we're in Austin. You know, it's like,
Didn't happen.
Right, yeah.
People always say laughter is the best medicine, and I'm always, no, it is not. It's
medicine typically is.
What do you need to tell us about this clip from Silicon Valley? Anything we need to know?
I think this is just a behind the scenes of how they make Jamba Juice. It's JK, it's a scene. We got it from the show. We're just JKing around.
Just JKing around?
Just for JKs.
All right.
Can I just say, real quick, in a moment of earnesty, doing this show has been a true dream. It's been such a pleasure, and all those co-stars and the whole experience, and Mike Jug and Al Berg, it's just been a real dream. And it's sweet to say goodbye to it, but I'll miss it very much.
For a split second, I thought you were talking about doing this show.
Oh, God. This is a nightmare. I dread it. I wake up early being like, oh, boy, better be
I swear to
charming
God,
for Conan.
he said, like, you know, I just want to say, in all sincerity, doing this show has been, that's what you said, be easy for an egomaniac like me to feel like you were talking about this show.
Do you want a real...
Then you start mentioning cast members on Silicon Valley, and the whole thing went to shit.
Conan, I can tell you this right now.
Yeah?
I can give you a moment of earnestness.
No.
And it won't be lying. It won't be lying. When I was but a boy and I was daring to dream to be here in Tinseltown in Hollywood. And
I'm glad this is a moment of earnestness.
I can call that.
Let me talk realistic. Let me just be earnest here for a second.
Drink his blood. I would always daydream of being, you know, in front of the mirror in the bathroom, being on talk shows, and I always be like laughing about opposite you two jokers.
Oh, that's so nice.
So one, two, skip a few, I actually get to do it.
Yeah.
So this is a dream come true.
That's very sweet of you, but you said talk shows plural. That means this wasn't your favorite.
No, it would always be Conan. You're right. I regret being earnest.
It was a mistake.
For it. There's no place for it.
There's no place for it. Oh, you or Arsenio, whatever, I know.
Martin's new, but to my personal life, but good God, he's a good boy.
Yeah.
He's a good little boy.
Yeah.
He's a good little boy. Martin, I like you.
And then what I do, you know, because I have prison mentality and I approach any of that kind of stuff with just 100% aggression, I turn around and grab the junk and say, cash. I want cash from you. We'll be like literally at the end of a take and we're walking away and we know that when we're around a corner, everybody's gonna start grabbing each other's nards. And then Amanda Cruz like, this looks like so much fun, like cash me. And everyone was like, we can't cash you, you're a woman.
Yeah.
That is across the line.
No, you can't do that.
But we Bitcoin her, we just grab her nipple.
And so how does that work? How does that game work?
Okay, well, you go, like, everybody playing will go, like, hey, Fred Schneider, what are you doing? And then, you know, when it's your turn, you'll be like, I'm kissing a meatball under the sea. You know, it's just like, it's nonsense. You know, like, hey, Fred Schneider, what are you doing? I'm shaving my head and looking in the mirror.
Yeah.
You know.
How long would you do that for?
Too long.
It actually sounds like a lot of fun.
You want to play?
Sure.
This is I'm actually a bizarre, weirdo, like, internet fan of Paul Lynde.
He's hilarious. Paul Lynde was absolutely hilarious. Yeah.
Right. Well, my favorite one of him is like, it's like, what does it say? He's like, Paul, we all know what we say when a man goes overboard, man overboard. What do we say when a woman goes overboard? Full steam ahead. And he's like,
Hollywood Squares, right?
Hollywood Squares. I take full credit. Without my mentorship, he would have been in the gutter somewhere.
And now you get 15% of whatever he makes.
Yeah. Yep.
You're a horrible man. I just
Yes,
realized.
I am, sir. I like the feeling of everything. I like the feeling of this couch and the couch I murdered to then wear on my body. not
It's called
cool?
butt chugging.
Butt chugging, guys. Let's get those tampons out of those buttholes. Keep them in the vaginas where they belong. I was at TechCrunch. There's a TechCrunch Disrupt, which is in the show, is a real thing.
Yep.
And TJ and I were at it at the end of first season, and someone came up to pitch us an app that he'd made, and not realizing that TJ and I are pretty staunch atheists, he says, "I've got an app. It prays for you." And we're like, "What?" And he was like, "You just select your religion,
What?
and it will pray on your behalf." And I was like, "You don't know how spirituality works, my friend."
I hope God has an app that just automatically sends you to hell.
Wow.
It's kind of a left swipe, right swipe deal for God.
Smite, save. Smite, save.
You guys thinking at all? Maybe kids down the line? What are you thinking?
Ooh. I wouldn't rule it out. It's entirely possible. There are many situations that get the old ovaries burning. But
No one's ever said that before. No one's ever
I do.
said, let's
I
get
have-
the old ovaries burning.
I have hot ovaries. I
Okay.
run hot.
Yeah.
No, I mean, for the most part, I am not on the kids are cute bandwagon. I think kids are little turds.
Wait a minute,
they're
what?
annoying.
You don't like kids?
I mean, I don't want like Thomas Middleditch doesn't like kids.
Just Thomas Middleditch thinks kids are turds.
Yeah, turd. That's more appropriate.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
We'll go with that then.
Yeah. What you see, what is a fun thing for a kid to do with the last name Middleditch is just, you change that D to a B, and guess what? You got Middleditch.
Yeah,
That's pretty funny. And if you're really creative, you change that M to an L, Little Bitch.
yeah.
All very fun, ridiculous.
Can I
program,
say
man,
it's
to be-
fantastic?
Yeah. It feels so silly.
Seem to have a blast making that show. I know the entire cast. You've all been here. You guys seem like you would just be goofing around the entire time. Is that true?
That is correct, sir.
Yeah.
We
I'm
do.
not your principal.
No, yeah, that's totally true. We goof off so much so that they had to create a little goof around room for us, and we naturally, because we're 12, we call it the Bone Zone. Sometimes I hate myself.
Yeah. You also make up songs.
Yes.
You made a song that's been in my head for a while about pizza.
Yeah, I have. I mean, and bizarrely, I have a lot of parents sending me clips of their kids singing that song. And what's the weirdest thing is, like, my DM thread, my direct message thread in my Instagram is a lot of videos of kids, and a lot of them are in the bathtub, and I don't know what to do about it.
Look at that. He just.
And if only they knew they were sending it to someone who hated it.
I love that that's how you won the crowd over.
Yeah.
I've got lots of videos of kids in the bathroom.
Yeah, and they're like, "Yay, we're back!" And here I was thinking I'm the weird one.
Yeah. They were just waiting for you to get to that part. The part we can all relate to.
Look, you're back.
You did it.
Yeah, I'm running for mayor now.
Waiting for I'm up here with your dead dogs.
At Tom Beanie, I'll take the followers.
Yeah.
Someone was telling me that apparently at that upper echelon horse breeding level, there's the mare. There's actually 3 horses involved.
Three involved.
There's the mare. There's the stud, where they want the essence from.
Yes.
And then there's like a warm-up guy. And it's not a guy. He's a horse that.
He's a guy dressed as a horse.
Yeah. Now that's the job. It's union, buddy.
I love a guy like, all right, gotta go.
Talk to you later, honey.
What is it doing?
By getting on it.
Oh, I see. Yes. Okay.
I believe kissing.
Yeah.
Having its way. But they, in order to have a non-compete clause with the stallion's essence.
Right, which is worth millions of dollars.
Yes, they yank the warm-up horse out of there and just Send him away.
Before he's done, before he can even really...
Yeah, he just sort of gets the mare ready, and then it gets sent out to pasture, and it's sort of like, oh, geez, what do I do now? I don't have hands, so I can't do anything. Well, I think it's great. Me personally, I'm a bit nerdy, and when I see things represented in film or television that feels inaccurate, you get mad. I get a little mad, and I think this show wants to cradle us weird, angry nerds who have access to the internet, so we don't go on Twitter and be like, actually, it would take way longer to jerk off all those guys in the room. Your math is like so wrong. The weirdest thing I've been pitched was a new ergonomic breast pump, which when he pitched it to me, I'm like, I like the sound of it.
Who pitched you this?
A guy who was in the breast pump game. And his whole thing.
What line are you in? I'm in the breast pump game, see?
Yeah, And
Lactotech, here's my card.
oh, wow.
And so I always get kind of offended. I always like to jump through things, still at my age, and smash into things, and I get offended when someone says, no, we've got a stunt guy who's here who's going to do it. I'm like, no, I do that.
Yeah,
I got brothers, see?
That's the fun part of it all. And when you kind of cut it up with editing and like cut around it, I think it's less funny when you like augment it with CGI, which happens a lot in movies now.
Yes.
It becomes less funny because what you really want to see, and this is the dark element of why physical comedy is like exciting, what you really want to see is the notion of someone actually getting hurt.
Yeah.
Like you want that. That's why Jackass is like the funniest show ever made, and that's why same with America's Funniest Home Videos. It's just like nothing beats a little kid on a bike being like, I can't stop, and then like nothing beats that. And you feel like a maniac. It's like I like watching kids get hurt, but I do. So do you. It's the best.
That's the unifying thing here. Yeah.
The best thing.
That's right. Well, so that's the kind of thing. Like, do you look for it online? Do you look for people getting hurt?
Yes, 100%.
Yeah.
I go to all the like viral video aggregate sites or whatever. That's my morning when I'm usually on my squatty potty.
Looking up fails.
With my phone up in the bathroom cackling as I'm dumping.
But when someone's confident and happy and it's all going their way and then they get hurt, it's even funnier.
And then what's crazy in that particular video is he gets hurt in the weirdest way.
Yeah.
Somehow his like equilibrium of sliding down a slide goes off.
Yeah.
And it's just like, and he gets up like, what the It's incredible. It has all the elements of an incredible video.
How did you guys become friends?
Weirdly enough, through comedy. I do an improv show called the Improvised Shakespeare Company, and then he's actually sat in with us. He's done improv with us in Shakespearean format.
You must be brilliant at that.
He is surprisingly incredible. For someone who's never taken formal improv training, obviously he knows the Shakespeare part down. His improv is a lot of like, now I've cut off your penis and I'm taking it away. And we're like, yeah, let's justify that somehow. But he's a bit of a loose cannon. We kind of gotta like wrestle him down.
Yeah.
I fully concede victory to him. Not only, and also like he has a lot more followers than me. And when I had started this little, I thought it was clearly playful, but I would go down his comments and so many people are like, who is this loser Middleditch guy? Let's get him! Like they were so mad. Like, how dare he? This is Professor X and he's the Verizon guy? Screw him! And it's like, guys, relax, we're having fun.
You're the Verizon guy,
know,
yeah. So that is the actual bachelor house.
Bingo bango, baby.
No one has ever said bingo bango baby.
They say it in hockey.
Okay. No, they don't.
Put the biscuit in the basket. Ooh, a twine-seeking missile right from the blue line.
Wow.
Yeah!
That's cool.
Holy hot dog. You really put the mayo on that, buddy.
Wow. It's a Canadian pirate.
It kind of is. Every hockey commentary.
Yeah.
I find that show such a bizarre social experiment. Imagine, if you will, you and I were having a date right now. And we're trying to connect.
Imagining that 5 minutes ago.
You sultry little beast. You terrible little rat.
Mike Judge created the show.
Yes.
And I was realizing he's got, I mean, the guy has made so many amazing shows. He started with Beavis and Butthead.
Heard of it?
Right? And then, but also King of the Hill.
Yeah. I was like, oh, big crazy action movie. I'm gonna be like in there, like shouting and all that kind of stuff. No, I'm on like the bridge of a ship, just going like, we got him on radar. And it's so funny. I got
No one sells a movie like you, Middleditch.
Yeah. I get to set. I'm like, wow, and just tried to like smash up all my sort of secondhand absorbed hockey knowledge into one person who just sort of says like, well, look at that. He surely put the mustard on the hot dog with that shot. And it doesn't make much sense.
Were people getting annoyed that you were this character?
I think a character like that works great when the team is doing well. By the end of it, my character he had gotten injured so much, like every year he gotten injured so much, that's why he became a pundit. And at one point I said, oh yeah, I've had just about every bone broken in my body. I've been injured from tip to taint. And seconds later, they were like, hey man, thanks, all right. Like, thanks, let's move on to the next thing. I was like, oh, we're done with the play-by-play?
They got you out of there?
I hope, as I spit, I hope that it'll be in some way bittersweet, much like the show. Every victory has like a consequence.
Anytime something good happens for those guys, it's immediately followed by a downfall.
Yeah.
Every time there's a downfall, there's something good. So they're very good at doing that. So
The show is perpetually going, yay, we did it, while someone runs by and goes, ha ha, got you in the nuts.
Yeah.
That's the show.
And not in a pleasurable way.
No, believe you me.
Because when you first said it, I was like, oh, if only.
Wait, it's a win-win. Hello, hello.
You're getting paid again, pal.
Silicon Valley, as I've told you many times, I think one of the best shows, certainly now, but maybe ever. I love that show.
Well, I disagree, but yeah.
Okay.
And then what ends up happening is like if the show's good, then you start going to like these fancy things like Emmys and after Emmy parties and pre-Emmy parties, and it's all fancy, and you wear these little suits, these tiny little suits that barely fit.
I think that's your choice.
Yes, you're right. You're right. And then, you know, it's like that first episode actually of the show of Silicon Valley where everyone's like eating like deconstructed shrimps and like it's just a blob of goo. And it starts to feel like the Hunger Games where everyone's got these crazy hairstyles because everyone's got to be unique in this topsy-turvy world. And like, you know, someone will be like, hi, I'm Nathan from Queef Magazine. Can I do a story? And you're like, I don't know who you are. Get away from me.
Wait a minute, I was on the cover of that magazine.
And then I hear out of the crowd, Thomas, oh, thank God you're here. And I look over and there's Patrick Stewart like, I don't know anyone. We're sticking together tonight.
What?
And I was like,
That's fantastic.
and I swear to you, if you would have traveled back in time to my 15-year-old self and said, you know, when you're older, you're going to be Jean-Luc Picard, Captain Jean-Luc Picard's social lifeline at a weird Hollywood event, I would have kicked you in the penis. I would have first said, it's Conan O'Brien and Annie. Oh my God! And then I would have kicked both of you men in the penis.
Well, when we approach young men, it's usually to get kicked in the penis.
That's always how that goes down.
Yeah, that was a triumph.
That's fast.
You come to a show like this, and you get taken back, and they put product in your hair, and they put makeup on, which is, you know, every Saturday night for me. Just walking the boulevard.
Yeah.
With my heels.
You get out of the shower and your hair is wet, right?
Yeah.
And then you put this on right away?
Yeah, and it shapes it because it holds it down on the front and the sides and the back, just how I like it, just how I tell my hair I like it. I'm very particular. See, all the right places. And I do it in between takes, so I'll be like on Silicon Valley, and Mike Judge will be like, all right, let's rehearse this, bitch. And we'll get on. Am I allowed to say that? Probably not.
No,
And then,
sure, go ahead, why not?
Bitch.
You Canadians come down here with your headbands and your swears.
Yeah.
Your dance. You know what I look? I look like the Lord of the Dance.
Yeah.
I look like that Irish guy, the Lord of the Dance.
Enjoy the headlights, my friend.